How's it going, everybody? This is Now to the Theater reaction for How to Train Your Dragon. This is the adaptation of the classic animated film 2010. DreamWorks now bringing it to live action. Mason Thames as Hiccup, and you've got Dean DeBlois returning as the director of this one, who of course directed, wrote the originals. So how does this one size up? Gerard Butler obviously returning. Also, new cast of characters playing the classic animated characters you know from 2010. I will say this, I just watched the original and I wanted to see how different it was going to be. What I'm going to tell you is this is more similar to me in what they did with the Lion King adaptation. There's not a lot different that they add. A lot of times people want to see in the adaptations, are there new things that they're adding? Are there a lot of different things that are changing up some stuff? Maybe there were things that they could have played on a little bit more. It's a little longer. They added some different dialogue and some other things, but for the most part, this is exactly like the original movie. Now, some people go, well, why would I want to see that? Why do I care about that? The answer for me is I wanted to see how they were going to take the original movie, if they were going to do it this way, and take that and turn it into live action. Because you saw the trailer and it's like, well, Toothless looks exactly like he did in the animated. How are they going to turn an animated design and make it seem real? Do they do that? Can they accomplish it? And the answer is yes, they do. And also, they know the tone of what they're going for, and the tone is, again, for kids. It is basically taking this tone that they took in the animated, can they transfer it over to live action? And they do it, and they make it look really solid. The way that the animated dragons play in with the humans, it's gorgeous design and how they're able to make that work. Now, there are some times that it looks a little bit volume-ish when they're walking around in the village or other things. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look as good as I hoped it would be. But for the most part, the way it transfers, especially at the end, works. The main kid from the Black Phone delivers as Hiccup. He does a great job. His relationship and his chemistry with Astrid works. Their chemistry is good. She does a really great job of bringing that forward. The thing that didn't transfer over as much as I hoped it would was the crew that he runs with. Their jokes didn't land the way that I kind of hoped they would and the way that they do in the original movie. But nonetheless, I still felt the scenes between Hiccup and Toothless, again, are worth the price of admission. Do I want to see more of these? I do. They already know that this is going to do very well with families. This is the thing that I was curious about too, because I had never seen Lilo and Stitch, the original movie, and I chose to see the remake first to see if I could capture the story, if I understood the story, if I wasn't comparing anything. I had already seen How to Train Your Dragon before, and I understood before, and I wanted to say, okay, how does this remake size up? And I think, again, if you're looking to just say, I want to see how this is going to transfer over and how they're going to make this animated film look live action, if they can make it seem realistic, they do a good job. I'm also curious to see how kids that have never seen this movie before are going to take this. This is the first time. I actually encourage families to say, you know what, you've never seen this before. Why don't we check out the live action first and let them experience the story that way? Because that's going to happen for a lot of people, and I think it's a good way to do it. But I do think this movie's going to do very well. I do think that the fans of the original are going to, there are going to be people who are going to go, well, they didn't add anything to it, and because of that reason, I don't understand why they made it and I didn't enjoy it. And I understand that and I respect that. But I think there's going to be a lot of people, the original, going, I wonder what they're going to do and how they're going to make this work overall, because they use the same score, John Powell's score. It works really, really well. Dean DeBlois obviously knows this franchise inside and out, and he brings it to life in the live action, and he made the world believable to me. So, is it a phenomenal movie? Emotions coming out of your ears? No, the original one did that, and it was hard to recapture that for me because I knew all the moments and I knew the things that were coming. So there wasn't a lot inside of the story that shocked me because I already knew it was coming. But overall, this movie, I think, is a success as far as a transfer over, and I think it's faithful to the original material, and I think that that's what people are ultimately going to go see it for. So the question is, do you want to see it? Do you care? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. We're getting so close to 200,000 subscribers. Again, I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.